Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're going to learn how to create this lovely painting in Autodesk Sketchbook. Create a canvas size of 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels. I have pre-sketched my drawing and this digital traceable will be available on Pinterest in the link below. First of all, create a new layer and drag that new layer onto your sketch layer. Go to your brush library and select the hard airbrush. Go to your color picker to select the different types of greens that I would have provided. Start by applying the darkest green and work your way down to the lightest green. Go back to your brush library and we're going to select the soft airbrush. Make sure the soft airbrush brush type is on Smudge. Make sure your opacity is about 8% and simply go to the areas where the two colors meet to blend the two colors to create a smooth transition. Go back to your color wheel and simply select a very dark green. We're going to apply this green to create some contrast to our lightest green, and we're simply going to blend this using our soft airbrush. Make sure your brush type is on Smudge. Secondly, create a new layer. Go to your brush library and we're going to select the speckled brush. Make sure your brush type is on lighten and we're going to go to our color wheel and we're going to select white. Now we're going to create a variety of stars here. Use a bigger brush type to create the effect of bigger stars. Use a smaller brush size to create smaller stars. Go to your brush library and select the felt pen. Select the color white and we're going to simply add in a variety of brighter stars. Make sure you have a variety between large, medium, and small. Create a new layer above the stars layer. Go to your color picker and we're going to select a lighter green. Make sure this green is lighter than the green that I would have provided. Go to your brush library, select your hard airbrush. Make sure your opacity is about 49 to 50%. And we're going to add the glowing effect around the moon. Go back to your color picker and select an even lighter green and add this color over onto the color that you would have added before. Go to your brush library and select the soft airbrush. Use it as your smudge tool and we're simply going to blend these two green colors together. Create a new layer and go to the brush library and select the felt pen. Select a very light yellow and outline your crescent shape for the moon. After doing this, go to your fill bucket and you're going to fill this shape with the yellow color. After filling the shape with color, lock your layer. Go to your brush library and select the hard airbrush. Go to your color picker and we're going to select several colors. Select a very light yellow or white, and we're going to simply place this color using a hard airbrush around the moon. Go back to your color picker and select a darker form of yellow. We're simply going to place this along in the middle of the moon. Then we go to our soft airbrush and use it as our smudge tool, and we're going to simply blend all of these colors together. After blending the colors on the moon, go to your color picker, select white, go to your brush library, select your hard airbrush. Go to the layer below the moon where you have your halo layer, and we're simply going to add white over on top of the green color. Go to your brush library again and select the soft airbrush. Make sure your opacity is about 8%, and we're simply going to blend all of the colors together. After fixing our halo layer, create a new layer. Go to your brush library and select the tattoo inker. Make sure your brush size is about 94, and we're simply going to add the body of the tree. This would include the trunk and its branches. Select black as our color to fill in the trunk and the branches of the tree. After creating our body of the tree, lock this layer, go to your brush library, select your hard airbrush, select a yellow color, and we're simply going to add some yellow color on the right side of the tree. This would be where the moonlight is hitting directly on the tree. Create a new layer above the trunk of the tree. Go to your brush library and select the signature inker on the textured essentials. Go back to your layer menu and drag that new layer that you would have created under the tree trunk layer. Go to your color picker and select your darkest purple. Using your signature inker, add the darkest foliage of the tree onto this layer. After adding our darkest purple onto this layer, go to our brush library and select the signature inker from Textured Essentials. Create a new layer above the tree trunk layer. Go to our color picker and select the second purple from the purple provided. This purple would be a lighter purple than our darkest purple. Now we're simply going to add the second layer of foliage of the tree onto this layer. Create a new layer above this layer. Go to your color picker and we're simply going to select the third color from the colors provided. We are still using our signature inker. On this third layer, we are simply applying the third layer of foliage onto the tree. Make sure you add this color into clusters and make sure you're able to see the two colors that you would have added on the previous layers below. Go to your layers menu and we're going to create a new layer, and we're going to select our lighter purple using our color picker, and we're simply going to add this color the same way we did on the third color. Make sure you add this color into clusters using your signature inker and make sure you're able to see some of the colors from the previous layer. When we are finished doing this, we go back to our layers menu and we create a new layer above this layer, and we're simply going to randomly add the lightest part of the tree onto this layer using our signature inker and the lightest purple that was provided. Create a new layer, go to your brush library and select the felt pen, go to your color picker and we're going to select black. Simply outline the land area and use the fill bucket to fill this area with black. After using our fill tool, create a new layer, go to your brush library and select the Feathery brush. Select the color black and we're simply going to add some grass onto our land. After adding our grass, create a new layer above our grass layer. Go to your brush library and select the felt pen. Select the color black. Then outline your cat, the largest one to be exact, and use your fill bucket to fill this area with color. After outlining our cat and filling it with color, go to your layers menu, create a new layer, go back to your cat layer, copy this layer, and then we're going to go to the layer above and then we're going to paste the cat onto this layer. Then we're going to use the move tool and the flip tool to drag it into the position to create a smaller cat. Now I am not pleased with the grass. I think the grass is too spaced. So I'm going to use my hard airbrush. Then I'm going to use the color black. Then we're going to create a new layer and drag it under the grass layer, and then we're simply going to randomly use the hard airbrush to apply some black to get a more naturalistic effect. When you're finished, simply sign your artwork. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.